Hey guys, Rob here. So I started making this video before LMU came out with an update that's coming out as of the time I'm filming this intro tomorrow. We need to talk about driving standards because on LMU lately, they've been horrible, absolutely horrible. So, like I said, they're coming out with an update. We're going to talk about this anyway. We're going to talk about the update and what they're going to do about it. Let's get into it. You know, there's things like this black and yellow Lamborghini just smashes into the Lexus, takes that guy out. He took me out prior to that and before the final corner at Fuji, by the way. He also took out a Mercedes before he took me out, and now he's going to finish this Lexus off now. You know, this is the kind of stuff we need to get rid of. But I will say this, LMU sent me an email after my report of this guy. They permanently banned him. That's a step in the right direction. All sim titles should do this. iRacing has a report system, but they don't go that far.
Sector 2 is yellow. Restart it, get the clutch in next time. We think that Frankie has stacked it in Bruxelles. You've had quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed.
This guy got a suspension for this. So let's go back and see where his problem started. It's obvious here he has a drive-through. I'll tell you right now, he jumped the start. He was ahead of the car in front of him at the start of the race. But his biggest issues is, you know, let's start here. Not sure why he was showing a drive-through, but whatever he did. And apparently that set him off at the beginning of the race, I guess. Let's take a look at different angle, see what's going on. That's him in the yellow Ferrari on the outside behind the yellow Porsche. Taking a wide entry into the source, which is fine. And he lost the rear a little bit there. And up through Eau Rouge. And he cuts the corner, loses the rear. I'm gonna say I have never, he almost hit me there because I was, you know, less than that pack. I have never crashed at Eau Rouge and been able to drive my car at all. But somehow he can. His car doesn't look that damaged, but that's one of my other issues with LMU, but we'll talk about that another time. Because it's like cars never get any physical damage. But here he is, cutting Lacombe. Full send, wide open throttle. He's lining up, repositioning his car to take me out right there. That's another one. We got another one though. Check this one out. All right, let's start this one here. Now this LMP2 on the right had, I'm sorry, he's now on the right. Slows down, he's gonna let me by. He had a moment in the second chicane where he lost it, crashed, and I don't know, maybe he was trying to get back to the pits, but whatever, he's on the track, he's got damage, we're going into Ascari like we normally do, and all of a sudden, boom, there he is out of nowhere, LMP2, the rear quarter of the car.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Now I back up. Now here he is trying to line up to hit me again. And I skedaddle out of there. But yeah, that's another one. Now these two are more, you need to be aware of your surroundings. Yeah, one of them, well, you'll see. We'll get to it.
Go.
On your left, clear left, car right, clear right, clear right.
Sector 1 is yellow. That's barely a scratch, just ignore it.
Again, you just need to be more aware of your situation. I don't know why the Lamborghini was basically parked. The green flag. I mean, made no sense to me. Reportable? No.
That's freaking awesome.
Did it ruin my race? Absolutely. Absolutely it did. And yeah, there's another one from this race too.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Left side, clear left.
We think that Conrad has crashed.
Car left.
What a fucking rejoin guy.
Like I said, people just need to be more aware of their surroundings and look at your relative and your track map before pulling out on the
You
track.
got some minor body work.
Now, I will admit, there was a race in the championship series that I did on
What a
LMU
dick.
where I was trying to
Fucking
rejoin
crashes
to the
into
track.
me.
The relative showed I had time, and I didn't see anybody on the track map, and next thing I know is I had a Corvette hitting me. So there's times where it does happen, but that, you know, you can clearly see you have traffic coming, and he should have stayed there. So now let's talk about what LMU is doing about it. So I clipped their YouTube video of their upcoming updates, and let's take a look at it.
Badges and live steward. As I mentioned in my last video, we have been listening to your thoughts, comments and concerns about the state of driving standards and have made it a big focus for this release. Whilst we're proud of our industry-leading netcode, some of you are racing a little too close together, so we've pulled together some of our first wave of online features to combat that. Firstly, we're adding new badges to all users. This is a measure of a player's contact ratio over their last 10 races, adjusted for the severity of contact, and awards a badge that is shown to other players in your event. Although it uses some of the same inputs, it is a different metric to safety rank, so allows us to monitor a different method of determining a player's online conduct simultaneously with our current safety rank upon its release. For your first 10 races, you'll receive a rookie badge whilst we gather data. After that, we'll give you one of 3 badges: Good Driver, Trusted Driver, or Warning. Good and trusted drivers are the kind of people we want to see in our lobbies. Warning, on the other hand, will give you a chance to improve your contact ratio before automatically banning you. If you get banned, you'll return to a probation state with a unique badge during a re-evaluation period. Automatic bans ratchet up in severity, so each time it triggers, the ban gets longer, until you get permanently ejected. One of the main values to badges is that it should give you a quick update on the players you're racing around and their history. Knowing someone is new to the sim should be useful, and we hope you'll give them the time and space to learn. We hope it will also encourage you to reach the top levels of good and trusted by being someone that avoids contact and situations that create contact when racing. We will also be experimenting with matchmaking using badges, particularly in beginner lobbies. Using this badge criteria first, then by driver rank, we're looking to help players find better races more consistently. We have also designed this badge system to add new badges in future that are yet to be determined. They could be for winning races or championships, for example. For now, we have created a few badges we manually add to our staff and some recognized real-world drivers and content creators. They'll be able to select their badges on the profile page, but only if they are at a good or trusted level. Heads up, we have already started tracking this metric in race control for a few weeks now, so some of you will already be given appropriate badges when you log in on the 9th of December. Live Steward is a new pioneering method we're using to automatically assess incidents in races, starting only with what we believe to be intentional wrecks with a very high degree of confidence. This system will monitor races and deal with players that break the rules. For now, we are just going to be recording them on our back-end systems in race control for monitoring and training before allowing it to take action in a live race. In future, we are intending to bring more authority for the live steward to deal with incidents, such as penalties for unsafe rejoin and penalties for contacts between cars, but we will do that only when we're ready. We hope that these new features underline our commitment to a safe online racing environment. We'll be constantly monitoring and reviewing this area over the coming months. We don't believe either of these new features will solve everything overnight, but every step in a positive direction is one we want to make.
So hopefully with the changes that they're making with the live stewarding, the badges and all that, hopefully we get rid of the really bad drivers. The other thing that I didn't want to put into this video is they are also implementing the same exact anti-cheat that iRacing uses. They haven't had an anti-cheat on LMU. And there are people that have been using grip packs and other various things to cheat in LMU. So I always say, you got to give them credit where credit is due. And this is definitely a step in the right direction. And I really hope that it helps the community the sim racing community as a whole, right? Because no matter what title you're in, there's going to be a bad driver, right? There's several on Gran Turismo that are fairly famous, like Kimi Velocini comes to mind. Momo's is another one. I've had a couple of bad drivers in iRacing, but I will be honest, in the 5 years I've been on iRacing, there have been fewer drivers like the examples I have in here. LMU's not that old. Yes, I've had it since 0.7 release, so very early access. For a long time, it was not playable for me. It wasn't until launch 1.1.01. It was the update after the 1.1.0 update that it actually became playable for me when I can get my wheelbase to work right. But anyhow, I really hope these changes are a step in the right direction. Again, like I said, not only for LMU, but for the sim racing community as a whole. I think what LMU is doing here, if it works out, is something iRacing, ACC's kind of dead now, so really, I don't think it's going to matter, but something that basically all your multiplayer online platforms can look at and maybe take take note of, and to improve their sim and their driving standards and their community as well. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Again, this release is coming out on December 9th. The day I'm filming this part of the video is actually December 8th. I've been trying to work on this for a few days, and other things have come up. So with that, watch the next video at the end. See you on the next one. Later, guys.